Today we're going to be taking a look at a stamp that you may or may not have seen before. If you've got some experience with floral work, you've probably seen this, but I'm going to give you some of my tips, some of the things that I do to get the best possible results out of it. So that's coming up. Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Reitz. This is Weaver Leather Supply. Today we're going to be taking a look at a center shader. And a center shader is used to add depth and shading around the center of a flower, just like the name implies. What makes this tool so unique is that one end of it is concave while the other end of it is convex, and the flat part of it has lines on it. So it's a lined shader with a convex and a concave end to it. What that means is that we can take the concave part of it, snug that right up against the flower center, and really add some nice depth and shading to the center of that flower. So to use our center shader, the first thing that we're going to need is a center to the flower. We want to put that in first, and the trick to making these work is that you want to get a nice firm grip on it, get it stable against the leather, and that should get you the results that you're looking for. Once we got the flower center in, we've got a guide to follow, and we can get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a petal, start on one side of it, and work our way across, making sure to really fade the edges of the shadow. Once that's done, we can go back and we can focus more on the center of it to really add depth to the middle. As we're doing this, we want to tip the stamp up so that that shadow that we're creating is fairly short. Lighter strikes on the edges, heavier on the center. So as we do this, there's a few things that you're going to want to keep in mind. And the first would be the center of the petal is typically where the shadow is going to be the deepest. To create that depth and that shading, we want the strikes to be heavier in the middle, which is going to create a deeper, darker impression. So the other thing that we need to consider when we're developing these shadows is how flat or upright is the petal, because that's going to dictate how long or short your shadow is. Well, in floral carving, most of the time the petals are going to be relatively flat, which means the center of that petal, we can really stretch out that shadow and add a lot more shape and definition to the petal. As we're developing the shape to the shadows, the key is going to be to use light strikes to develop the fade around the edges of the burnish. It doesn't take much to get the look you want, so don't overwork it. So one of the things you may have noticed as I work through this flower, some of the petals have a single shadow right up the center. Other ones have 2 to 3 shadows at the base of the petal, which gives it more of a rolled look. And that's really up to you how you want to develop that and what makes sense for that particular petal. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I will see you in the next one. In the meantime, go make something amazing.